Good morning. It is a beautiful September morning, September 12th, and I'm just out here pretty close to my house, not too far away, listening to the sounds of the birds. There's some cows close by, you might hear those. Just kind of hanging out here and doing some reading. And I wanted to share, yes, from one of my favorite books, Stillness Speaks by Eckhart Tolle. There's a passage in here about nature, and I kind of picked and choose a few passages and parts to read to you, and I hope you enjoy it. I'll get started. So we start on page 93, and we're gonna skip around right to 105, just a few excerpts from this chapter on nature. So he says, we depend on nature not only for our physical survival, we also need nature to show us the way home, the way out of the prison of our own minds. When walking or resting in nature, honor that realm by being fully there. Be still, look, listen. See how every animal and every plant is completely itself. Bring awareness to the many subtle sounds of nature, the rustling of leaves in the wind, raindrops falling, the humming of an insect, the first bird song at dawn. Give yourself completely to the act of listening. Beyond the sounds, there is something greater, a sacredness that cannot be understood through thought. An intelligence greater than the human mind is at work. It is the same intelligence that sustains all of nature. You cannot get any closer to that intelligence than by being aware of your own inner energy field, by feeling the aliveness, the animating presence within the body. The playfulness and joy of a dog, its unconditional love and readiness to celebrate life at any moment, often contrasts sharply with the inner state of the dog's owner, depressed, anxious, burdened by problems, lost in thought, not present in the only place and only time there is, here and now. One wonders, living with this person, how does the dog manage to remain so sane, so joyous? I think that's something to think about. I know some humans are wondering how they stay sane and joyous living with other humans. So check your environments, I suppose. And I'll close with this on the last couple pages of this chapter on nature. He says, again, this is Stillness Speaks by Eckhart Tolle. He says, a great silent space holds all of nature in its embrace. It also holds you. Only when you are still inside do you have access to the realm of stillness that rocks, plants, and animals inhabit. Nature can bring you to stillness. That is its gift to you. When you perceive and join with nature in the field of stillness, that field becomes permeated with your awareness. That is your gift to nature. Through you, nature becomes aware of itself. Nature has been waiting for you, as it were, for millions of years. I love his wisdom. Eckhart Tolle is known as kind of he's a spiritual leader, teacher. He gives a lot of lectures. He has a lot of silent moments in his lectures where he's just being still and thinking. He chooses his words very carefully. He is basically, his fundamental foundation of teaching is being present and accepting and surrendering to what is, and allowing the things that you can't control to just be there and to accept them as if you had chosen them for yourself. So this has helped me a lot in some of my life and some situations that I had no control over. I will say one of the most powerful things that I've learned about being present is that it greatly reduces depression and anxiety. And I do talk about this a lot more in the whole concept study of being present, but the most powerful thing for me has been that the knowledge that anxiety is based in the future. It's us coming up with scenarios, creating scenarios in our minds and our imaginations that we're worried about that might happen. When in reality, most of those things that we get worked up about or concerned with never actually happen. So we create this suffering in our minds that doesn't have to be there. And why would we want to torture ourselves? And as far as depression goes, for most people, depression is based in the past, and it's something that we haven't fully processed or come to terms with or worked out within ourselves. So we dwell on that and we make it part of our identity. When we learn to live in the present, we're able to let go of the past a little bit more, and that just helps us to be happier human beings and appreciate every day, because we don't know how many days we have left. We never know how many days we have left. So part of being present is just appreciating that we're given this day and this moment. And really, if we can't learn to live in the present, then we're just constantly living in the past or the future. And what is the point of living if you can't enjoy the day that you've been given? So just something to think about. Thanks for watching. If you have any comments, you can leave those. I've never said this on my videos, but like, subscribe, comment, share if you want. Okay? Have an awesome day, guys. Bye.